I wish I had a secret code, and if anybody tells you they do have a code for you to get laid, guaranteed, it definitely involves a roofie.
Wait a second. Did I just hear this guy correctly?
Guaranteed, it definitely involves a roofie. Which is a...
Alright people, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. How to get laid, ladies and gentlemen. I actually cannot believe that there's a YouTube video actually titled How to Get Laid. And can you, audience, believe that this video actually has almost 1 million views? Some of these people, man, some of these people on the face of the planet, they are so unbelievably lonely that they're gonna look up a YouTube tutorial on how they can get some women, on how they can get some pipe. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, before we check out our good friend Alpha Male, if you end up enjoying the video, please subscribe. I appreciate it. But anyways, audience, with that being said, let's go ahead and take a gander at how we can get laid.
Gentlemen, congratulations. You're finally ready to learn the Alpha M seduction secret code.
Okay, you can stop right there, Mr. Alpha Male. I'm gonna go ahead and let you know that I am actually not 18. I, in fact, cannot get laid as of right now. And I already know for the majority of my audience, I know you guys are not 18. I know my Google Analytics say you guys are 18, but I know you guys lied on your Google account age. So, Mr. Alpha Male, not to intrude on your business, right? Because I'm pretty sure that there's a lot of really mature men that are watching this video. I'm just gonna let you know, bro, the majority of my audience, we're not 18, bro. We're little boys and little girls.
I had a secret code, and if anybody tells you they do have a code for you to get laid, guaranteed, it definitely involves a roofie, which is illegal.
Yeah, dude, you want the secret code to get laid? Well, step right up, ladies and gentlemen. Allow me to introduce you to the Bill Cosby Express. Bro, the second you show a roofie to Bill Cosby, that man's gonna start whipping out his pudding and getting all excited.
Hello with the
Is illegal. You'll go to jail, have a bunkmate named Bruce who's super big, macho, masculine, and thinks you're super fine. And you get laid. Guaranteed.
I love how this guy's just so nonchalant about giving a prison joke. Yeah, dude, whenever you're completely unsuccessful in trying to roofie the woman, and then you get thrown into the Supermax prison with your boy Jamal, and he's looking at you with a smile on his face and a big fat plump in his pants.
Wait, bro, you're into that?
Yeah, why wouldn't I?
Truth is, every situation is different. Every senorita, special. And getting in her pantalones, sexy, spicy pantalones, is gonna depend on a bunch of variables.
Oh, thank you, Alpha Male. Thank you for notifying me that in order for me to get into a female's pants, that there actually is a lot of variables that's gonna come into play before I actually do that. I thought I'd just dive in with no explanation. Yeah, dude, I just don't ask for consent. I don't do any of that. I just go swan dive right into the wall of flesh.
But I have identified 10 steps that will greatly improve your chance of getting action.
Oh, thank goodness. I've been waiting for this moment. Bro, I've been living on this earth for roughly 2 decades. It's about time for me to wet the whistle, to plant my seed, to spread my baby batter.
You're going out. You're going to a bar, a club, a lounge, looking to get lucky. Well, getting lucky and getting some action, getting laid, starts well before you actually go out. Remember, prior planning prevents poor performance in the bedroom.
That's right, baby. If you're looking to get some action, make sure you put on your deodorant, make sure you bring the Mentos gum, make sure you're wearing your finest Jordans with no creases whatsoever so that you can look as spiffy and spotless as possible. So when you finally go to the bar and you meet that of your life, alright, you're gonna be prepared for what's to come.
Number 1 is make sure that your grooming game is on point. This means and includes, but is not limited to.
By the way, whenever he's talking about grooming, okay, he's not talking about this type of grooming, okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're not talking about no mini lab, we ain't talking about no EDP445. We're talking about keeping ourselves hygienic, keeping ourselves clean, brushing our teeth. You do not want to show up to the bar looking like Moist Critical, okay? That's the last person you want to look like. Make sure you boys are looking good, alright? Put on your best outfit, comb your hair, brush your teeth, put on a belt. Do not be sagging your drawers or else Jamal's gonna be looking at you with a smile on his face and a plump in his pants. I'm just saying, bro, I'm just trying to look out for you, audience, alright? I want you guys to be safe. I want you guys to be successful in life.
Trimming your pubes. You're groomed, you're clean, your privates are powdered.
Alright, bro, in a realistic sense, right? I'm agreeing with what this guy's saying, but bro, baby powder? You gonna baby powder your balls? I think that's going a little bit overboard, right? Because, dude, you know how dusty and unbelievably terrible that's gonna be in the bedroom? Dude, it's really not that difficult. Just, like, shower or something.
That the goal at the end of the evening is to have your stylish clothes ripped from your body from some fierce senorita who's just dying to get a piece of that. Step number 2 is critical. To have clean, stylish, sexy undies.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, step number 2, that is very important, all right? If you rockin' the fruit of the loom, okay, you ain't gonna be getting much action. At least that is what is according to Mr. Alpha Male. Even though your undies are gonna be ripped right off caveman style in the bedroom, apparently your underwear still matters for some ungodly reason. I mean, I can agree in some sense, right? You know, if I was wearing like Rick and Morty underwear, I would understand why I could get rejected. But like at the end of the day, man, does it really matter?
Doesn't get any more comfortable, sexier, more affordable than today's video sponsor, MeUndies.
Yeah, bro, I'm gonna be honest, I really don't care about your sponsor. I really don't. I already know how you guys, the audience, work. The second you guys see a sponsored video onto a YouTube channel, I already know you guys are spamming the plus 15-second area so that you can speed through that disgusting sponsor. It's like, we don't care about the sponsor, just give me the dang content. Follow my Instagram. That's the sponsor for today. Thank you.
If you're gonna ride with your friends, you need to have a backup escape route. I would recommend having Uber installed on your phone, because if everybody's partying, you meet Senorita Spicy Pants and she's like, yo, let's jet. You're like, okay, I got this. Drinking and driving is never going to get you laid. Actually, it could get you laid. You drink and drive, it's illegal, you hit somebody, hurt them, go to jail, meet Bruce, bang.
Bro,
Sexy
come on,
time.
man. Bro, this guy literally planned out the entire video. I feel like he might be talking from personal experience. Yeah, you go out, you drink and drive, then you go ahead and hit somebody, you kill the person, and then finally you're gonna be going to jail, and you already know what Jamal's gonna be doing. Woo, yeah, baby.
Sexy time. To get to the club, move on to step number 4. Scope the room and select your victim.
Bro, this guy is so tactical. This guy is so unbelievably creepy. Yeah, dude, when you enter the bar, scout the room, scout the terrain, find that nice Italian stallion, and then finally, you can go ahead and make your move. Just the idea that you're even making this YouTube video just simply tells me how much of a creepo you actually are.
Hey, lucky lady, and do your thing. Your thing should also be step number 5, being charming, non-creepy, a gentleman. What if she's dancing? Great question. Here's how you do it. You make eye contact. You approach from the front, smiling. And when you get on the dance floor, you start dancing a little bit. Nothing too crazy and outlandish. Just moving to the rhythm. Feeling it. And you're moving a little bit closer. Eye contact. Smiling.
I'm absolutely sorry, bro, but you look like an absolute serial killer. I could be literally any female at the bar, right? I could be 20 beers deep in the bar. I could be boogieing down Fortnite style. If you approach me whenever I'm 20 beers deep, I think I might have to have 20 more beers to even think you're even 1% attractive. Then again, I can't say much. This guy is the alpha male at the end of the day, audience. So who knows, audience? Maybe he's actually right. Maybe we actually have to make freakishly weird eye contact as we approach a female. And if we absolutely master and perfect our mating dance, then who knows? We might actually get some whoopee. Did I just say some whoopee? I need to log off.
Dance closer. If she dances back and turns, then you need to move on to somebody else. Do not approach from behind and just start all grinding up. All that is a bad move, cowboy.
Bro, you're saying that dancing behind someone's a bad move? This whole video's a bad move. Bro, the second that you started talking about powdering your balls, bro, that's whenever I clocked out, all right? That's whenever I stopped tuning in.
Number 6 is don't get sloppy drunk. And there are a few reasons you don't want to do that. A, you don't want to be the sloppy drunk dude that everybody laughs at. And B, even if you get super sloppy drunk and you still manage to get laid, you wake up in the morning next to old Snaggletooth, whoa mama. You slide without actually waking her up, thinking that, okay, I've still got half of my dignity left. Open up your phone, check out Instagram, and she tagged the two of you making out in like 27 pictures.
Yeah, I think at that point, audience, all right, this is why I just don't want to consume a beer. I do not want to consume a single Budweiser in my entire life. I just do not want to risk the idea of doing something stupid and seeing myself on the internet in this weird way. I can only imagine what it would be like if I woke up in the morning and then I saw me in a bunch of photos with a bunch of Snaggletooth looking people. I think I'm gonna just have to jump off a bridge at that point, bro. Honestly, I don't really see the point in living if that ever happens to me. So audience, go ahead and take my advice, all right? Take some precautions. Do not ever drink a beer, all right? Don't do it.
Wow. Dance, mix, mingle, get her number, which is step number 7. It's okay to not rush things.
Did this guy just say it's okay to not rush things? Are you saying that this is already not rushing things? I don't know, maybe I'm just like a different natured person than the majority of people watching this video, but bro, this is going by way too fast. Bro, at least in my personal experience, it took me 4 years to confess how I feel about somebody. And the fact that this guy's just saying, yeah, you know what, you guys could be mingling within a few hours, and yeah, that's not taking anything too fast. Yeah, that's no rush. This guy is just on another level, okay? This guy's just built different.
But if it ends up that you and her or him, whatever you're into, decide to knock boots, make sure to move on to step number 8, which is use protection.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I believe that's gonna be it for today's video. If you ended up enjoying the video, please subscribe to the channel. But yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna go back to where the dark ones came, with protection.